Hi, this is Lynn Schnebley with Educating with Wisdom, and I am the ambassador for Heaven's creating and protecting goddesses and archangels over life. Dear Heavenly Father, Mother, please help me to say the right things and to do this in a most expeditious fashion through Jesus. I'm learning not to say Amen. That's important because that's for the Ammonites, Amen Ra, and it has nothing to do with our Heavenly Father, Mother, that Jesus is a part of. It's important to understand that. At this time, we're getting ready for the hurricane. What's interesting is that I'm going to go in and let you see some documents, because when I did this, I wasn't even thinking about a hurricane happening, like it wasn't hurricane yet. I have been literally withheld from bringing my information in my case before the Palm Beach County School District, and I think they think it's a joke. So I prayed that Haiti and Puerto Rico, especially Puerto Rico, and also Haiti and this whole region would not get hit in the same way, because I knew that they were so vulnerable. And this time it was not related per se to Barack Obama and group, this or to per se to the gentleman who had his place in the Virgin Islands, Epstein. Okay. So this wasn't what was getting hit. And you got hit with that so badly on 5 days after August the 21st, 2017. After you hit me when I went out to out things, God hit you. That's it. I told you. I mean, they're really disgusted with you in heaven. But let's deal with, remember, 7 days later, we're looking at being whammed. So at this point, heaven is letting us know the 7 Noah laws. Now, everybody said, wait a minute, wasn't there just a rainbow? And no, there wasn't just a rainbow. There were the problems leading up to this destruction. And you say, oh, well, wait a minute, it was just climatic. Well, wait a minute, I'm telling you right now, you've been thinking of the sun as being the great thing, or Leo as being the great thing, and all this time they're all dancing around the center of the galaxy, which is up by Sagittarius. So it's really, it's not Leo, and it's not the dragon, and it's not the sun. They're all taking their marching orders from up there. There you go. All right? And at this point, I've made it clear that nobody is going up into heaven and getting anything done there until you learn to act right here on earth and clean up your mess. And that you're going to be locked here. I don't care that you're not going back to hell. Okay, because you have a party down there. And that's why we have all the people back here right now. I mean, how else do you get a demon drag queen? How else do you have men becoming women and holding on to their penises so that they can father children, or women becoming men so that then they can become pregnant later on? It's disgusting. I'm so, it's, wow. Just, okay. So it is far more than carbon emission. Every time you make mistakes, when you think incorrectly, you spend all of your time trying to clean up the mess. So your paradigms are wrong. That means it brings us back to those seven basic laws, which I will enumerate on, and it's not up to your discussion. It's the laws for the galaxy. It's not imposed. It's an imposition. That's it. Because now they're hitting back, and they're hitting back again. 2020 is coming, and they're going to hit back like you have. And I warned you. I started this in 2001. The government knew. Barack Obama knew. Okay. So here we come upon this hurricane. And I wanted to let you know that On the 27th, when I got up to begin looking at other things, I saw all that spam that had been sitting in like over 1,000, with them telling me what they expected to happen. Well, they removed most of that. And what they left me with was this, just a few examples, recent examples of the XYZ, which was a short video clip I had made in the beginning of August that spoke about me wanting to have a business relationship, helping to look after and integrate the needs of everything from, North America, all of North America. So I'm just introducing this because now we're going into this hurricane, and I'm going to send this to the Palm Beach County School District, God willing. Let me talk about your Wi-Fi, or let me talk about your internet. When they say that these powers of evil are literally in the air, they're not kidding. They can read the displacement that occurs within Wi-Fi. When I'm telling you that the woman, could be a man, but looks like a woman, who went through all those hormonal treatments, the New Zealand shooter, and then there's an all call that comes out about 10 days ago saying that it was Alan in Russia. I've been attacked by the LGBTQ. I mean, obviously, because look at what I'm imposing, or what they feel I'm imposing. So I'm going to stop this here and show you the other in just a moment. I've made it clear that we are not allowed up. Think of the following. We are about, if you go up, which is not going to happen right now, and nobody should really go up and land on the moon right now. You have no peace here, and you want to go up and battle over who gets what on the moon, or who gets what on Mars. So you have to understand that heaven has said, no, it's not going to happen. It just isn't going to happen. I don't care if the United States names its program Artemis. It has the Apollo and it has the Red Dragon, and all these other things have to come to terms. And you need to go into geo-regionalism instead of dragging yourselves all over the earth, coming out with extremely stupid things because it's been the age of men. If it was the age of women, just the age of women, that would be stupid too. But we've had 6,500 years of the age of men, and you've managed to basically almost destroy the place. There you go. So with that in mind, let's move over to the other, because I'm hoping that Palm Beach and along the coast isn't going to get hit. I mean, when the cyber stalking and all of that first happened, it was because of G4S in Martin Girls Academy. So it brings us back to this date of 2011, when all this nonsense really began with them. And you should see the email that I sent out to John Zuley, you know, one of my terrorists who has gone after me over the Labor Day weekend. Oh, I should go get that. That's really cool. As I'm begging for materials for young women in prison. Begging for it. Begging. I'm hoping that it would hit the Kennedy Space Center. And the reason for that is we're too violent. You don't behave. You're between your pornography, your monitoring, your cyber monitoring, your Five Eyes, you're spying all over the place. You're going up to claim and fight over what goes on in the moon. And you're going to go up and fight over the moon. So today we have a supermoon, and we have a supermoon over the next little bit. And on top of that, it's called Dorian. So they probably thought, okay, if we name it Dorian, we're safe, except for The Dorian is also related to the Pandora, which was the goddess who brought many gifts that the Greeks completely destroyed in terms of what she was really about, because the Greeks really hated women. And if we take a look at that, it goes over to the Peloponnese, okay, where the Dorics were. And that brings us to Isova, which is part of what I was told I represented in 2003. And all of this is already online. So I'm going to come out of looking at me, and then we're going to add you to another piece, but I just wanted you to see the timestamps. Okay. This is what I did days ago. And when did I do this? Oh, no. I guess, oh, that's a picture I took. So let's open that up because I just took that picture so that you can see when I did this. Please. There we go. Once again, you'll see this picture was just taken, created today. It was modified here. There, we're looking at this. Are the powers of be requesting the XYZ? I did this on the 27th. And you can see that I'm telling you, they removed all kinds of things, as well as I believe a clue as to where Jeffrey Epstein had been moved to, because the picture that they showed us of him on a gurney, he was missing his legs, you know, the ear was false, all kinds of things was wrong. We all know this is crazy. Anyway, that was done on the 27th, and there's the intro to Palm Beach County. Supposedly this has been taken. I never know what's really going on with these people because I'm attacked constantly. Here we go, and let's come out. So it was the 27th that I did that, and let's go on to the next one. And when did I do this one? There it is, the properties. This is going to actually be the video, and I'm going to add it to this section. I did it here. When I got up in the morning of the 27th, I saw that all that email was removed. So that was a hit that these folks did at me. And I just think I'm so tired of being hit. Just so very tired. All right, folks. Well, you need the 7-day Shabbat. You need to go into geo-regionalism. You've got to follow those 7 laws. It's that simple. And I will teach them. Okay, bye. Let's turn. Hi, this is Lynn Schnebley with Educating with Wisdom. And today I'm just going to take a kind of last video looking at some of my spam email, as well as the X for Palm Beach County that has not gone away. Most recently with the spam email, the day, about 10 days ago, no, last week, when I said I'm asking to be able to leave the country for asylum, for religious asylum, and seeking protection under the law. All of a sudden, I began to get all of this spam that got emptied in with all the same message. And I'm going to show you what that is. 2 days ago, I tried to save it, not delete it, save this whole long block of messaging. And I mean, I had about 1,200 messages, but from this period of time, it was time-stamped and date, and you can see when I asked for asylum and why I needed to go, and how this thing was saying, oh no, none of your email is going to get put forward. This was really interesting. So I'm going to show that to you. Then we're going to take a look at that X that never left my box. And it looks a little bit like the Madam X, or it looks like X, we took it, but it pertained to a proposal that I put forward to Palm Beach County. And that X has traveled through in my taping box. Every time I make a new tape, the X comes up to the front, specifically for that Palm Beach County case. And that was from March the 27th. Well, we're going to see it, okay? It's either March the 29th, March the 27th. So dozens of times they have moved this forward with the X. And then there was the Madam X that came out. And then there was the attack by the LGBT. And it's just been ongoing. It's just been, and this is why I need to go. Okay. So let's come out of me. And that's okay too. Whoops. Now, do you see where it goes from here to here? When I put that plea out and I said, look, I need to leave, that's when all of these things began. So it was actually, and most of this is just crazy spam, but every once in a while, the Lord leads me to open up one of these spams, and there is a message sitting there for me. So I had probably 150 messages. Let's go here. And I was just completely inundated by it. This one. It's this one. Air cool, paleo. Oh, this, and this. And I'll show you what that pertains to. It pertains to my offer to set up a business, an interchange between Mexico, Guatemala, and looking towards the Union of North America for business. And then all of a sudden it says hola. But it tells me that my message was not delivered. Message not delivered. What I sent to the Mexican embassy was not delivered. Nobody got any of these things. And so it says hola here, and it's XYZ. Let's go out of this. And basically every time we see this, and remember there was at least, I don't know, 200 of these that I got with slightly different messages, but they're all there. Paleo, or paleo, and then there's the hola, and it's telling me that none of this stuff is getting through or going to get through, and it's constant. Here we go, XYZ. And I'll show you what the XYZ is about in a moment. Hola. And they sent me hundreds. Hola, why would I get this? And there is no such thing as a Google support answer, any of these things. Your email, Zippy loan was rejected. I haven't put any of these things in. None of this has anything to do with me. But let's go in and see what the XYZ is about. Hold on. Zipulone, Paleo, XYZ, here's the hola, the same message. But they're telling me as I reach out and move these things forward to the embassies, looking to leave, because I have no protection under the law in the United States, that this is what I'm going to confront. My mail, my email, my telephone messages, nothing will ever get through to what I'm asking for. Nothing. They are completely maniacal. And nobody is ever really going to see this on the internet. So the only thing I can do is send it to the school district, which isn't going to do anything. And then I'm just going to have to go to the Canadian embassy again and say, look, I've asked for these things. You can't receive them. That's what it is. And basically every time you see the mail delivery, none of this is real. Oh, and it shows up to me. Male Demian, you gotta love it. Male Demian. Boy, where have I seen that one before? And it's not a real site, and it's XYZ. So we're gonna go in and see the XYZ, because this is not going to work. And remember the XYZ. None of this, they're actually too late. They missed their statute of limitation for this, so they are too late for that deal. This country is too late. I'll go into this at another time. Let's turn this off. Okay, this was part of a shorter shot that I think I put online, and they asked me to put online. Hi folks, I'm sorry this is so grainy, but I wanted to make sure that I uploaded this as a concept. I will be looking for someone to partner with, a corporation to partner with, especially a nice large department store, to begin a brand called, for heaven's creating and protecting goddesses and archangels over life. Just, there are all the other brands out there with a 12-star, 5-star with the 7-star behind it, 12-star. Right? And we will be dealing with sustainability. I have a background in sustainability as well as holistic health. I've been a part-time manager at a natural foods cooperative whereby things came in under tier weight. We can do things, everything from a large chain could segue into sustainability clothing. And this is really important because I have been advocating for the Union of North America for quite some time, and I've put things out to embassies, especially the Mexican as well as the Russian, pertaining to the Union of North America. Looking after sustainability, countries such as Guatemala, Central America, Mexico, all of these places could be looking after things such as sustainability fibers. Some of these things could be produced in these areas and then could be imported into this area. One thing. Two, in terms of, I did everything from building a passive solar house to doing cloth diapers for 6 years, to being a vegetarian, making my own lentil burgers, on top of being a teacher, instructor, massage therapist. I've done a lot on top of whistleblowing and biblical studies. There is no reason why sustainability cannot be built into a major department store, or at least heading into that area. We could have a cosmetic center that comes with natural products that can be refilled. People come in with their own packs and they can be refilled. What's nice is that if you have a department store, you're not dealing with just home cottages, although that's an important thing. But you could be dealing with a department store that looks at being able to qualify, and keep the quality up. There's a real demand to getting cosmetics natural and to limiting the craziness of cosmetics that especially women are using. I would like to see an exchange and a movement towards uniforms for kids in school that moves on the tunic, leggy, more androgynous sort of scheme of things. It could be kilts, tunics, leggings. I'm not looking at, I'm just going to leave it at that, dealing with all natural and sustainable fibers. I know the Mexican government is looking at banning, or should say opening up, clothing for kids in schools, and I still believe that the sexes are different, but I do believe that they've gotten out of hand and have been out of hand, and we need sustainability. So it would be a good idea for department stores, and I would like to call that section Adam, because God called both male and female Adam from day one. Adam was separated into Ish and Isha. And in terms of what the goddesses over creation and protection would like to see happen, is that recognition that we are Adam as well. To call this Adam means that we could have these tunics and leggies or shorts and leggies. Okay, so let's put it on pause here. Oh, let's make this smaller here. Looks like I'm catching bugs. So let's go in and see when I did that XYZ, because that's what they seemed, but we're really beyond that. This was the Union of North America. This is part of what I put out. I did it August the 8th. Let's go in now and take a look at, oh, not me. I don't want to see me. The last time I did anything with the XYZ group, online, was in mid-June. So I think it's here when I did the next one. Intro to Palm Beach County. This happened after the 5th of July. This is, they keep moving that X up. Let's go to the next one. That's not it. Each time you see a group here, there's July the 19th, so this happened after July the 19th. Oh. Here we go. Close that out. What else do we have going on here? Let's come down some more. Every time we see those little squares, somebody keeps moving it around, like they want the case, but I don't think they want the case. And we're beyond the statute of limitations. They're beyond the statute of limitations. Here's July the 19th again. I guess I hadn't taken any pictures. But yet I did it July the 29th, right? Oh, study finds significant, right? Here we go. This is now August. And now I'm just gonna go up, and they keep moving it forward, same thing. So we're just gonna go out of that one and come on down, because this is, they're always moving it forward. And then we'll do today. Here we go. That was the 18th, so that was after that. And let's come on down for today. All right. In fact, I even erased some. Oh, here was a one here. All right. You're going to see how I erase this one to show you what works, what doesn't. And here we go. Last time I did brief introduction, now it's here. It says it's the 21st because that's when I did that's when I did this. Brief introductions for the shootings. You're going to see that I erased the one that says 3 minutes. What that happens, no X comes up, so it's not because I erased anything. There's the Palm Beach County, it goes there. That happened August the 17th. And what happens when I erase it? It went missing. I deleted it. Nothing. There's no X that happens there. But that's still there. All right. Thanks, guys. Thank you, everyone. God bless.